So I got asked this question on Instagram about communism. I hid his identity just because I wasn't sure if he wanted me to put his identity on there, but let me just show you. Hello, I didn't mean to invade your privacy or distract you from any preoccupations, but I truly want to know your story of escaping socialist policies that emphasize community over individuals. This is such a relevant topic today that we rarely ever get to hear defector stories over the washed up narratives from privileged scholars. In layman's terms, communism will be presented to you in a very nicely wrapped package, right? Like super pretty, like something with bows and shimmery little things. And it's going to be so detailed that your mind and your human psychology is going to look at that and be like, wow, that is so cool. Absolutely. I want to see what that package is. If it's so beautiful and, intricate and amazing on the outside, I can only imagine what's on the inside. And then you open that package and it's little shit. Like little caca. That's what communism is. So communism will start off, first of all, by attacking your human nature. So it will start off with basically going around seeing what people are unhappy about. And if it's the economy, they'll use the economy. If it's like social structure, they'll use social structure. If it's inequality, they'll use inequality. And they will basically try and convince you that if you brought communism in, all of these problems would fix themselves. And that's not the case. With communism, there's always those that have and always those that have not. And in order to reach equality, you have to take from the ones that have and give it to the have-nots. Now, the have-nots don't know how to create anything. They don't know how to build anything. They just know how to leech off of a system, make it worse. And then what happens is the haves, the ones that have to work for the entire system for the taxpayers to be able to, fund the have-nots, they start to get restless and they realize that the system is unfair. So they will do one of two things. They will either leave and defect the communist system and they will go elsewhere where their individualism will flourish and their businesses will flourish and them creating will flourish, where nobody is taking that hard work away from you to give it to the have-nots. Two, they will eventually start to plan together and be like, hey, we're the only ones creating something, so we either need to make a war, balkanization, or we need to completely gut this system inside out. However, communism is taking from the haves, bringing it to the have-nots so that the haves are on the exact same thing. And psychologically, now that creates the haves to not want to work. It demotivates people to invent, to want to make things because it's just going to get taken away. And then you get a mindless population of cyborgs who are willing to do whatever the government tells them to do.